can't figure anything out here. Let me move this over. Hold on. I feel like, okay, I think you're gonna, hold on. Okay, is that better? Are you in it now?
I feel like I am, but it's weird because I'm so used to it being reversed.
No, come on this way.
That's the thing, is I feel like I should.
I'm like over, like, hey.
Oh my gosh,
Hey.
we're late, you guys.
Hey.
We promised come back.
Hey.
We promised 7:45 each morning, and it's way past the time. It's like 8 o'clock. I haven't showered because I've got no power.
I know, right? So, but I have no excuse for looking like shiz this morning. Okay, so here we figured this out. Look.
It's not backwards.
It's not backwards. We figured that out. We looked it up yesterday on the Google machine.
Well, and somebody on
you
YouTube
can read
was
it.
Very helpful. Everybody has been so complaining about. Okay, I think
now I have to. Now I know, but I'm trying to figure out how this works.
So we're not backwards. You can read stuff, and so listen. I'm sorry we're late. That's all I can tell you. I have no power, and I am so behind on actual news.
We have no idea what we're doing for our show today.
You have to know because you're carrying the show.
All right, I'm carrying the show. It's going to be a great show, you guys. It's going to be a great show today. We have so much lined up today on our show.
And I don't know what it is because I haven't had time to read it. What with my not having power and what not.
It's going to be a great show today on the Chicks on the Right show. 9 to 11 on 93 WIBC.
You can stream it at WIBC.com.
Okay, so here's something on the top of Drudge. Just I have to point this out because this enrages me to no end. Texas serial killer suspect is in country illegally, charged with the murder of 12 elderly.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously?
This is why Trump's trying to fix stuff, you guys.
All right, so that's one thing that enraged me this morning.
That is one thing.
Okay, so
by the way, not having power, you guys, I cannot deal without having power, and this is why I'm so upset about our grid. What do we always talk about? I'm so terrified that we're gonna have terrorists attacking our power grid.
Yeah,
I feel like no one is paying attention to this nearly enough.
She's freaked out about the grid, you guys.
Well, because she's a survivalist. I would last about 20 minutes if an actual grid failure
I don't know
happened.
if I'm a survivalist. I just live out in the country,
but you're more prepared.
Yeah, I'm pretty. She'd last about 45 minutes. I mean, I'm
amazed I lasted through the night. Frankly.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I have not had power since 5:30 yesterday afternoon.
She can't last without Instagram for 12 minutes.
Speaking of Instagram.
Okay.
Okay, so
I was waiting to see how long it would take before she would tell you all the story. This is out of control.
I mean, I already posted about it on our website this morning at chicksontheright.com, but you guys, if you followed us for any amount of time, you know that I am Robbie Williams' biggest fan in the whole universe.
I know. For those of you who don't know who Robbie Williams is, he's a British, a UK dude.
Don't be mean.
He's terrible, you guys.
He's so good.
I'm sure he's watching this right now.
He's so good. I love him.
Okay, he does a lot of show tuning crap. It's just not. Okay, I'm not gonna say he's terrible. He's just not my style. I'm more of an AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Van Halen girl. Foo Fighters, that kind of. Even though they're completely liberal, but I'm that kind of a girl. She's like a show tunes kind of girl, and I'm just not that. So we're like Donnie and Marie, I guess.
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll. Although actually neither of us like country.
I like country a little bit.
Old country.
And Miranda Lambert, but keep going. Go ahead.
So anyway, I'm a huge fan, and I went to go see him in Vegas in March because it's amazing that he is performing in the United States since nobody in the United States knows who he is. But he has a mini residency in Vegas. I saw him in March. I'm going again in June, and I'm going again in July because that is how obsessed I am.
3 times this year.
Yeah.
He's going to get a restraining order, this guy.
And so, you know how people can go live on Instagram, and I happened to be on Instagram last night when I had nothing to do and no power and just a little bit of battery remaining on my phone, and I saw this notification at the top that said Robbie Williams is about to go live. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I clicked on it, and immediately it had 900 people in that whatever. Is that what you do?
In your Instagram Live.
In your Instagram Live. Yeah. There were 900 people in there, and everybody's already commenting,
Which is what happens to us daily.
Right.
I mean, obviously.
So incredibly popular.
Exactly.
So everybody's commenting, and I commented, I saw you in March, and I'm seeing you again in June, and I'm seeing you again in July in Vegas, and then heart eyes, heart eyes, heart eyes. And you guys, he acknowledged me on the Instagram Live. He actually said, he read it out loud, and then he said, that's from Macarena. And that's so sweet, and isn't it a great show? And then I was like screaming, right? Because he's acknowledging me, and I'm going, oh my God, yes, it was the greatest show ever!
The problem is that she has no record of this, right?
No, because it disappears.
Because it does. Instagram Lives.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, they disappear. They're like, poof. They're like Mission Impossible.
It's like it never happened.
Once you accept the mission, it just like, poof. It just disappears, you know?
So I can't even show you like videographic evidence that he acknowleded me. But I know what happened, and I would never
Greg.
make it up.
Hi, Greg. I'm acknowledging you, Greg Cheslin. And now this will disappear. Poof.
Now, see, Greg Cheslin, he can actually save this video forevermore.
Oh, that's
and
true.
Show it.
You know,
I can't do that.
I know, because this is probably the highlight of his life.
Greg Cheslin needs to make a video of him talking about this.
I know, you totally do! And we'll play that.
We'll
it's
play that,
so
that's
exciting. Right. Okay, the biggest news of the day, you guys.
What is it?
The absolute biggest news of the day. Oh, I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what the biggest news of the day is that Grumpy Cat died.
Oh, yeah, Grumpy Cat is dead.
Grumpy Cat is dead, you guys. And I think he only was like 7.
He died, actually, it's a she.
Oh, it's a she?
And she died of a urinary tract infection.
Oh my God.
And she only left behind $100 million for her owners.
I mean, I'm looking at my 4 dogs this morning and I'm like, get it together, man. Get it together.
What more do we have to give you?
You haven't contributed to the mortgage at all this month, you losers. Seriously.
For real.
All of them suck. I'm
so
disappointed.
You have one dog with a relatively grumpy face.
Yeah, I mean, Tess is the original surly puppy. She's deaf now, and she's elderly. And I gotta tell you, she's contributed nothing. Nothing.
You gotta work on those dogs, man.
Seriously. So, make sure you hug your pets this weekend really extra hard because of
Tell them to start earning their keep.
And they really need to, get off their butts and do something. Because $100 million, it's kind of setting the bar high.
Yeah, it really is.
So
I feel like that's enough money for them to figure out a proper way to honor her memory.
I
will help that. I will help with that.
I feel like if they need help with that, they can ask us.
Right.
We're
very good at spending money.
Definitely. You guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you Monday.
Bye.